She dancing for them dollars. She dancing for them dollars. Niggas wanna holler, niggas wanna follow. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. Niggas wanna holler, niggas wanna follow. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. She dancing for them dollars. She dancing for them dollars. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. Niggas wanna holler, niggas wanna follow. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. Okay, little mama, I see you. Baddest bitch in the club, standing right here. Okay, just wait, let me post to Instagram just to make hoes hate. We rockin', shockin', whole section poppin'. Coke, Molly, weed, shit, whatever you need, I got it. Every narcotic to make you wanna party and move your body. Pop it on the handstand, twerk it on the pole. Dance for these dollars, bitch, you know how it goes. Hundreds, 50s, 20s and 10s, and if they bring the song back, I'ma do it again. My nigga on parole and he just got home. Put your number in my phone, I'ma hit you later on. She said, bet. So I slid to the next, I'm full of that X, trying to get the pussy wet. Niggas wanna holler, niggas wanna follow. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. Niggas wanna holler, niggas wanna follow. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. She dancing for them dollars. She dancing for them dollars. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. Niggas wanna holler, niggas wanna follow. She a bad bitch, so she dancing for them dollars. If you a real nigga, let me see you make it rain. If you a real nigga, let me see you make it rain. If you a real nigga, let me see you make it rain.
Hi, I am the one and only Amazing Star, also known as Celicia. I've been dancing for about 5 to 6 years, on and off. It started in 2007. It's been a very dramatic, at the same time, learning experience. I am a preacher's child. So I come from the foundation of Church of God in Christ. The reason why I chose to dance is because I'm addicted to instant gratification. Of course, that's money every day. Working in the strip club, it can be very competitive. On a slow night, at the minimum, I'll say you can make $50 if nobody comes in. Up to $200, but at a great night, you can make up to $500 to $1,500 a night. I wouldn't expose myself as a stripper, more or less an entertainer, because I do a lot more of athletic tricks on stage, but it's still the same thing.
Hello, my name is Chastity and I go by Brazil. I am from Houston, Texas, and I am currently a dancer. I've been dancing for about, on and off, for about 7 years now. And I can honestly say the main reason why I started dancing was just, it was a way to support myself. I was like pretty much on my own, doing my own thing, living from house to house. I didn't really have, any type of income, so dancing was kind of like the easiest thing to step into, but at the same time it wasn't planned. And I literally walked into a strip club on the night that they was closed, and some of the managers was like, you want to come back tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? And just thinking about how much money I could be making, and from what they was telling me, it seemed like a good idea at the time. And next thing I know, here I am dancing, and 7 years later, still dancing. And it sounds like a long time now that I'm talking about it, but I can honestly say that it has provided a pretty good lifestyle for me, regardless of what people say about it, how people, look at us or talk down on us. I can honestly say half the stuff that people think about strippers, everybody not like that. I could speak for myself, I'm not like that. But I don't know, I think people just stereotype us. They kind of put us in this category like we already like the lowest of the low. So they expect us to not have any type of self-respect or any type of, determination or ambition to do anything else except for show our body. But let's be real, whose dream is that? Like, that's not a dream job for anybody. So, I think people should understand we doing this literally to survive. People going to school, people, taking care of their families, taking care of themselves. People just really trying to find a way to make money, and stripping just happens to be not only easy, but the money is good. Like, people don't understand the type of money that we make is not the normal 9 to 5 money. Like, I couldn't stop doing what I'm doing today and go work at no 9 to 5 making the type of money that I make. And if I did, I'm sure I would have to have some type of degree, some type of, something to back me up or get me there. But it's not that simple. I guess people just think everybody was, born with a silver spoon in their mouth or whatever the case may be. People feel like stripping is something that I guess nasty girls do, hoes do, something, that's not appropriate. It's something, you don't want to go home and tell your mama, what I'm saying, share with the world. But to me, over time, it got to the point where I wasn't really worried about it. I didn't care that people knew I was stripping. I didn't care that people knew what I was doing because I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong. I'm not selling my bodies. I feel like I sell a fantasy. I might sell, a dance. I'm teasing people, but I'm not doing anything that is disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I'm okay with it, I don't understand why it would affect anybody else. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm maintaining, and I'm not asking for no handouts. I make everything that I have, I got it from dancing. Everything that I'm maintaining is because of dancing. If I was to be doing something else, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be successful, I wouldn't have the things that I have, but it wouldn't be on the level that it's on. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. It's not anything that I encourage people to do because it is something that you have to be strong mentally to do. Like, if you mentally weak, you're going to wind up somewhere you probably don't want to be, on drugs, with a pimp. You never know. It's so many things that could like drag you down in this whole world that we work in, this environment that we in, and people don't understand it. It's not, all about, okay, we just finna go shake our ass, get some money, meet some rappers, be models, be video vixens. Like, it's everybody. I don't know, it's not that life to me. It's way more to it. You gotta deal with people disrespecting you, grabbing you, touching on you, older people you're not attracted to. You gotta deal with all kind of people, and at the end of the day, you gotta kind of just suck it up.
You would be surprised. Believe it or not, I've learned from dancing that you'll never meet a person until you meet them at the strip club because they'll give you a representative. There's guys that come in the strip club and actually want you to pee on them. They want to drink your piss, and they go home and their wives don't even know that they have a fetish such. So will I ever get married? Yes, I do want to get married, but the fact that I can't trust my husband because I've seen guys come in the strip club and text their wives as if they're on a business meeting, or take me to a dealership and buy me a car, and your wife has, like, it's crazy. Like, it's the best of the best. Lawyers, doctors, celebrities, athletes, government, politicians, they're all in there. Your pastors are even there. I mean, but we're all human, right? So you can judge no one at the end of the day. Again, some of the things you have to deal with that isn't like a real job. Because you're in that environment and alcohol is present, sometimes things can get out of hand. So at a real job, no, you probably won't see your peers or your associates fighting or pulling out guns because of ones, or having to deal with fake ones being thrown on stage. It's a lot you have to deal with. Actually, I've had a guy who felt like a $20 wasn't worth the dance that I gave him because I guess I wasn't showing him what he wanted. And of course, I have a problem, I'm not going to say with minorities, but there are some people that come in the club that have bad reputation, okay? So in your African American clubs, normally, and God forgive me for saying this, Nigerians and Africans are the ones that we have the most problems with because they never, and I'm not speaking as a whole, so if there's anybody out there Nigerian, don't take this personal, but they never want to pay you your worth. And that's probably because some black people look down on American black people, whatever, however the case may be. But the situation went where he did not want to give me my money and I had to go get security. I never have to go get security. I've never had to stand up for myself because my worth is seen. Well, he decided to throw money at me, $15, and then told me to go find the other 7 or whatever the rest of it was. I forget how that went. And it took everything in me just to let the God in me be seen in this environment. I could have transformed, which I did sort of. So I kind of looked, I turned around, but when you see that there's other people looking at you, you kind of want to stand up for yourself and be like, hey, not this one. So me not being the fighter, the lover, I don't fight out first charges. I'm thinking, what can I do to let this guy know that, hey, I'll fuck you up. So It was a point where he had a drink on the table. I took the drink and threw it at him. Was it right? No. But in the strip club, these are men, and it doesn't matter how tough you think you are, how much training you've had. At the end of the day, when liquor's involved or not, you cannot beat a man. So you have to find a way to outsmart these men, because you are going to get disrespected. It's going to happen. Some of the other things you have to deal with is people putting stuff in your drinks, people giving you fake money, people want to take your G-strings and your bottoms home, people stealing, finding your makeup in somebody else's bag, what to do when you see somebody who has your outfit on, what to do when your shoes walk off and you didn't have them on your feet, or you're so fucked up that you're splitting a bag with somebody, but she wants to hold the bag and you want to hold the bag, and at this point you don't know whether she is counting when y'all are counting, and if she's counting $20 in her stack or she's counting 50 and making it look like 20. It's just, you have to be on your toes. This is not the type of game that you want to get in and be fucked up, but you're gonna want to be fucked up, because you get so tired of the same people coming in wanting the same thing. In this game, you're gonna need 2 phones, more than one, or you're gonna have to not give your number out. But if you don't give your number out, you lose money. So this is so much. I could write a book on it, on how to capitalize on this, but it's so much. So much. Another question that I could possibly be asked is, do you get proposition for sex? Yes, you do. But I mostly get more propositions for guys wanting me to put balls up their ass, or they want to drink my piss, literally 45 a glass. Like, it's not funny, but it's reality. Or some people they're different. I can't really explain that, but this is just a whole nother world. Something that you would never think exists. People that say the things that you never think they would say. I find myself, I'm not even interested in sex. I'm kind of I don't want to say bisexual. I'm kind of like, I don't know what day of the week it is, so I don't know what I like at this point. Was I made for the satisfaction of a man? Yes. But spirits jump, and hey, a female looks good on a Sunday and maybe on a Tuesday.
I go by Zane. That's my dance name. And I've been in Houston for 7 years. Originally from Alabama, raised by my great-grandmother. And I'm me because I'm me. I do what I do because I do what I do. I don't have a agenda other than being successful. I don't have a motive other than living. I don't have an intention other than surviving. Like, I'm just here to make the best of what I have and to be something great, just to be great. Right. But pretty much I am the director and writer of Realities of the Black Stripper. I chose Realities of the Black Stripper as a name because that's pretty much what I wanted to show you, the real realities of what it's like to be a stripper in the industry, and even more so what it's like to be a black stripper in the industry. I learned so many different ideologies and teachings of oppression and things of that sort. And it's funny because I was in one of my classes, like a media studies class, and it just really much to show you how television has a major effect on your life. And we started going in about like controlling images, like the matriarch and the mammy and the Jezebel and the hoochie. And it's just, it never dawned on me then. I was just taking it all in and learning, but I didn't realize how much I was a part of their participation in my own oppression by just going to the strip club and conforming more into their image and giving them exactly what they wanted. And it's all a fantasy, but we are giving them the fantasy of that controlled image. Am I going to be the Jezebel today? Am I going to be the slut today? Am I going to be the hoochie? What do you want? I'm giving you, but it's all a image that's already been set in their head to have. No one goes to a strip club with no idea what it's like to be in a strip club, with no idea what to expect into a strip club. Otherwise, would you be in the strip club? Everybody pretty much going already having a set perception and a set idea of what to expect, how to expect it, and who you're going to see. And when they come in, some are, they get what they looking for, but most times they're so surprised. One of the biggest things I hear is, you're too pretty to be in here. Why are you in here? It's not for you. Like, they just have this perception of big booty, bullet wound, that kind of thing. And all that come from television. I asked a lot of the girls the question of, do you think music would have a major effect on your career or the perception of others while you're in this field? I wouldn't even say career, of your hustle. And a lot of girls will say no. Like, they didn't even noticing and affecting music, and just knowing what I know and being a media analyst and a film major, I know that's the biggest portion of it. I know V-Live, like one of the strip clubs in Houston that's just kind of getting popular, wouldn't even be popular if you wouldn't have rappers like Drake that's just chanting in the song V-Live took me for a check. You know, you make it, they glorify it more, and then I ask myself why. Like, are they just puppies, or are they really enthused and excited about it? And I doubt it, because you have groupies every day. But then goes so much deeper. That's just from the standpoint of a customer, because you can look at it from a point of us, and it's even like the spectrum is so broad. Like I look at things like alterations to the body, especially one of the most popular things being ass shots, and it's just so funny how we've always had big booties. Black women have always been, that has been the pedestal, even when, I don't care, no education, no nothing during slavery, during every catastrophe or every good era of a black woman or of people, one thing has always stood strong, that's the physicality of a black woman. We have always been slim waist, big booties, that kind of thing. Just we've always been placed on that pedestal, no matter how people, the deep the skin, the hatred of skin color went, as far as the physicality, they couldn't deny it. That's why you had so many slave owners sleeping with their slaves, because they couldn't deny the beauty of a black woman. And it just seems so funny to me now that our beauty is so watered down now, and it's so, the value of a black woman just went completely down. And it's also because you don't even look at a black woman the same. I can see the same black woman with slim waist, big booty, everything, and she's just fine as hell, and first thing I think, I bet she got ass shots. Like, you don't even appreciate or give them the credit of being just beautiful. Everything it has to be an alteration, and that's only because that's how everything is now. And you wonder why, or I ask myself why, and I think that's a question a lot of people don't. Pretty much when we're doing it, we don't understand or see the effects of it as it's being done. We're just doing it, but ultimately the effect was that now everybody has a shape, and now black women no longer have a value. Now white women can have slim waists and big booties, or they can use things like corsets and ass shots, and we don't look at them and say, oh, this is mutant, or what the hell, or you trying to be like us, or you trying to have our body, because now we don't even have our own bodies. So listen to black music, black customers, black managers in a black neighborhood or something to that degree, but we still have white owners. It's all white supremacy, like they're the dominating class, even still in a black environment, commodifying off our blackness. And then even it goes deeper into the capitalism of it all, because even when no one makes money, they're still profiting off of us. We pay, when I come in, we pay to work, you pay a promotional fee, you pay your DJ, you pay your house mom, you even pay your managers. So before you even come in, you're already 100 plus in the hole before you even start making money. So even if they have a bad night, they have still capitalized off of the women in the industry. Changing, you wonder, is it changing because we're changing the game, or are they changing the game and we're conforming to the change that they're making, not understanding where change is coming from, thinking that it's just a natural reaction? But is it the people who watch this documentary and too would look at it a little, or watch it and just be a little bit more inspired, or have a different perception, or just be more open to the idea of what it's really like to be a stripper, or to be in the industry, or to be either that man going into the field, going to watch it, or that girl going to work. Like, it just goes both ways. So it's kind of for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that pretty much sums it up. Realities of the Black Stripper.
If you have the power to do something else, and I'm not talking about basketball, I'm not talking about rapping, I'm not talking about that modeling shit. If you have the power and the knowledge to do something, do not step off the curb to be in the street. Because once you step off the curb, the streets, it's not a playing matter. And it affects not only you, but your family. So just stay in school, do something else, do something positive with yourself. Don't sell your soul, your mind, your body, because it's purposeless. And at the end of the day, you're stuck with a feeling of, I've had so much money, I went through so much of things, I've had so many good cars. And no, I'm not speaking on behalf of me, but I don't want anybody to experience the meanness, the fakeness. You have to wear fake stuff. You're not gonna be you at the end of the day. You're gonna be I don't know how to explain that, but you're gonna look in the mirror, you're gonna recognize yourself, but it's not gonna be the same person. You're gonna evolve. So I advise anybody thinking about getting into any type of game, the hustle game, period. If it's not where you're from and you're not about that life, do not get into it, because I did the same thing, and I'm telling you, these people out in the world are not like the people that you're used to, that you're gonna find family. So do the right thing. Stay in school. Be smart. Peace. Amazing Star. Out.